Play with us.
Dude, I can't. It's 3:40 a.m.
It's
I gotta go to
almost
sleep.
9 p.m.
I just
Yeah, dude.
I
I
just got
didn't eat
home.
food.
Earthbound podcast.
Fuck, what episode are we on? Welcome back to episode 62. Is it 62?
Yeah, 62.
Welcome back. Episode 62.
Welcome back to episode 62. I'm so excited for 2 more episodes.
That's true.
Because then
Number
we'll
means
get
a lot of
Earthbound,
things.
Earthbound 64.
That's a good point, actually. I didn't think about it like that.
Are we doing anything special for that or just hanging out?
Why would you do anything special for that?
I don't know, because Mario 64 is cool.
To be honest, I don't really like Mario 64, to be honest. I don't know. I'm not a Mario 64 guy, what can I say?
You're not a Mario 64 guy?
Okay, I guess, do you like Mario 64? You've played it a bit.
I played it. I like it as like a concept because I like it because of its like cultural impact and it was being the start for a long line of progress in terms of like 3D like platformers as well as just the history of Mario itself.
But it's not charming.
You don't like its like charming 3D art style?
I feel like it doesn't have a lot of personality in that regard.
I feel like it does. I like the low like kind of poly models.
I mean, I don't know, it doesn't, like, compared to, like, because it makes me think of, like, what about Paper Mario? That's a
Paper
Mario
Mario.
game, and that has so much personality.
Do you prefer like the look of the original Paper Mario or like more modern Paper Mario?
For sure, the thing is, I'm kind of outspoken, I feel like. I mean, I don't know if this is truly outspoken, but my favorite Paper Mario is Paper Mario for the N64.
That's
I
fair.
like it more than the Thousand Year Door. I've played the Thousand Year Door,
Hey,
but I haven't beaten
I'm
the
super
Thousand Year Door.
I'm super Paper Mario fan, so I don't like
Oh
I'm in
yeah,
the same boat as you.
I thought a lot of people liked Super Paper Mario. It's like kind of divided, but a
They
lot of people
do.
like it.
It's just a lot more outspoken than all the Thousand Year Door fans,
Yeah.
and I've heard that there's a lot
Hi,
of
Josh.
like Thousand Year
Hello.
Door. Oh, hello. We're talking about Paper Mario.
Okay, did the episode start already?
Yeah.
We
Okay,
did.
cool.
I was also talking about how I'm not a big Mario 64 fan, but you are a big Mario 64 fan, which I
Yes.
find interesting. What do you even what appeals to you with Mario 64? What makes you like that game so much?
Um, it's a really good question. I don't know. It's a game that at first I really didn't care about, but I would see friends play it. My friends Vince and Zach and CG all used to speedrun it. Um, pretty religiously, pretty religiously a few years ago. When I met them, Vince had just stopped playing it because he got way too burnt out. Zach was still doing runs for a little bit. CG would do runs every now and then, specifically 16 star, but Zach was probably the most into it because he also started learning 70 star and also learned the Mario Sunshine speed run. So Zach's a bit more versed in all that Mario stuff. But I've always seen that stuff as kind of like cool, but I never got too into it. And after my whole phase with learning how to speedrun Odyssey, I was like, you know what? I want to see if I can figure out 16 star, which was a good idea because it's a lot shorter and I wouldn't say it's necessarily simpler, but it feels a lot simpler. And for a while, the only experience that I really had with 64 was just speedrunning 16 star. So I didn't know anything about most of the stages or about the gameplay or about any other parts of the game. And I actually hadn't beaten it regularly up until very recently when I did a full 120 star playthrough of it. For me, it was always a game that I wanted to experience with other people, which is weird for a single player 3D platformer that came out over 25 years ago. Well over that, actually. More like 30, 35, something like that. Um, And it's really interesting because I would only ever really want to play it or speedrun it in the first place because I convinced CG to get back to running alongside me. And then I would pretty much only play it whenever he did. And then once it was sort of like when I played Melee with you, Teagues, where like when I had someone who I was like doing it with or up against or that sort of thing, then I could still continue to do it even though I was technically playing single player, I could still do stuff by myself because of that. And once that went away, I didn't really play too much. And there were some times where I would try to get back into speedrunning, but overall I didn't care about it too much. And then for a while, we tossed around the idea of doing multiplayer. And I think what we were all thinking of was the old multiplayer. I can't
Yeah, I
remember.
don't remember.
Can't remember what it was called, but one from ages ago.
I think
But
it got banned.
it might have been. I don't really remember
I
what
mean,
happened with it.
maybe those things always end up continue floating around the internet in some
Yeah, that's
capacity,
true.
even after they
Yeah,
have technically been banned.
yeah, in
So,
some capacity.
I mean,
But
it's like I don't remember if it was the one we played years ago, but like there was a really old Pokemon MMO thing that got shut down, but it didn't get shut
Yes.
down because I'm pretty sure it kept getting maintained by other people in secret, even after it got officially taken down. So that usually happens. Or I might be mixing that up with just a different fan game or something, but
yeah, it's a common
stuff like that
occurrence.
happens.
Mm.
So
Yeah. But,
yeah,
recently I looked into SM64 Co-op Deluxe, which is what we've
yeah.
played and I've been playing with other people. And I'm honestly not wasn't really huge into the game itself until recently because I'd only experienced it through speedrunning. But through a lot of different people and a lot of different, like, I guess I've been given a lot of different perspectives to look at the game from. When I experienced the game through the lens of speedrunning through my friends like Zach and CG, that was a lot of fun because that was sort of a competitive thing and it was fun to get to learn the movement and figure out how everything worked. And there was a certain thing that I liked about being able to compete against and push myself alongside other people that I enjoyed playing with. And then when I did my 120 star run, I had a lot of fun just going around and getting to like see and complete the objectives and just like basic normal like reasons why I enjoy 3D platformers or collectathons at the end of the day, just because I find those games enjoyable to play. And then more recently, after that, I was playing with Daisy, um, and we only got 8 stars in before we stopped. But the reason I found playing with Daisy so interesting, this was with inside of the co-op mod. But the reason I found playing with Daisy so interesting is because she taught me a ton of things about the game that I had no idea were even things. I learned that you could press the A button instead of the B button to read signs. I didn't know both of them worked. I thought it was just B. I learned if you collect all the coins in Princess Peach's Secret Slide, it'll spawn a 1-up. I learned that because of the way the game treats like the little castle like stair banisters or like guardrails, there's a way you can line up your player to where you can sort of slide down them as if you were just like slide down them. And I don't know, that gave me a new appreciation for the different like types of fun that can be had just playing around and messing around and learning things on your own and exploring the environment and seeing what happens. So those are all good reasons and perspectives that I've been given as to why I enjoy the game so much. Really, it's just my recent fascination with it is pretty much the same as my original fascination with it, just through a new lens, which is that I really enjoy getting to experience games with other people. And originally that was speedrunning with other people, and now it's getting to play the co-op mod with other people.
Yeah, that's that's a good answer. Um, Unfortunately, everyone's answer is different because every copy is personalized, so
That's
that
true. That's
Of
true.
course.
doesn't really work for anyone else. But yeah, I don't know. I I guess it's hard for me to get into games like that because I think I just have a struggle. Like, I know, I think I just have some weird mental struggle where, like, I'm just not as good at placing value to games where I can't get like a narrative value from it. Because, like, Mario 64 doesn't really have much narrative.
No.
It's
No, they
literally
have a story.
save the princess.
I mean, Mario games have like a very simple
They
story,
have
but
a
that's
story. I can
obviously that's
confirm
not
that the
what.
story is there. I guess maybe Chu, you experience a better story because every copy is
Yeah.
personalized.
You guys
But
didn't have an expansive, like free roam world
like
where you
multiple
can
endings.
multiple ending,
Yeah,
like
you can side with
Undertale,
Bowser.
There
depending
technically
on
are
what
multiple
path you took.
endings.
But I don't
What?
know.
What do you mean?
You get different dialogue from the final fight depending on if you get all the stars or not.
Oh, well, that wasn't in my game. So, um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's just I think that's why I just have such a weird fixation with like RPGs and stuff is because those usually like specifically like I'm super obsessed with a lot of Western RPGs and stuff just because story stuff is what gets my brain moving. Um,
That's
I don't
fair.
know. I don't know.
Yeah.
It, I yeah, I don't know. I like it when people explain like what they get out of games like that because I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, it's just kind of hard for me.
Yeah, that's
Um,
fair.
but yeah, I guess I get that to an extent because um, like I used to be really into Tetris and stuff, and by really into Tetris, I mean I would play it like once every month, and I'd get like
Yeah.
a
I
decent score for a
I was
very casual person.
Yeah, me too.
Um,
Yeah, I got really into Tetris. I would like look at it like once like a year maybe. I was really into it.
yeah, I don't know. It's just that when I play games like that, it makes me sad because like I feel like I'm just wasting my time. Like I feel like I'm losing time. Um, I don't know. With other games though, I can feel like it's more positive if there's like a story involved. Like I can feel fine about it because I'm like, oh, I'm experiencing like a work of art. You know, it's like I'm definitely gaining something from this. And with it's when I'm playing something that's like more of like a pure gameplay experience, it's harder. I don't know. I'm not making sense today because I'm really tired. But
Yeah,
No,
I
you're
was
fine.
no, you're
That
good. No, I
makes
get it.
that makes perfect sense to me. It makes total sense that you would value like the narrative experience and the experience of it as like as an artwork over
yeah,
over the
which to be
gameplay
fair,
situation.
pure gameplay experiences definitely can be like art in the same regard.
Of
It's just
course.
different from a narrative one, where a narrative one would be
Yeah.
more direct in its approach to art, generally speaking.
Yeah,
I
because
I
in that you can go ahead, Chu.
Oh, I was gonna say, in that capacity, how a lot of modern games, I think that people have problems with are games that are like that are just a series of cutscenes, like I like quick time event cutscenes. There are some people that are like, oh, most modern games are just like quick time event cutscenes where the
What
story's just
games?
already predetermined. I don't know. I'm just saying that I've heard that that's a complaint people have, which
I
I
guess
disagree
I
with.
don't
I'm
even
just
know any
saying.
games that do that. Is the thing. So I
I
don't
I
know.
wouldn't
Yeah.
say any games that are
I mean,
primarily that, but there are games that have that.
Yeah,
and
they
I
have
don't
that,
even
but
know.
they're
I don't
not
even know
fully
that.
that.
Yeah, but even so, is that like inherently wrong? Because like Kojima games are like usually like I think Metal Gear Solid 4 has like literally like a 40-minute cutscene in it, and like that's not a bad thing. Like it's like basically an interactive movie, but that's not necessarily bad. You're
Yeah.
allowed to do that. Um, Maybe people won't like it if they want more gameplay, but I think you're free to do that and explore that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. It's definitely a balance between how do you use interaction to assist your story in a way that basically how do you use the strengths of a game in a way that a movie or a comic wouldn't be able to? And it's also the level of how much do you tweak that interactivity to fit your experience in a way that makes sense. And there's also ways to use that same interactivity to craft like extra meanings in a story sense. I forget exactly which game it is, but there's one scene I've seen from one of the old God of War games is in games of that there will be like great feats of strength or whatever where you'll have to mash a button really fast and it's meant to basically it's telling you the player, hey, this is something that is very strenuous and very difficult and you have to mash this button a whole bunch to sort of get that effect. And that returns later in a story sense when Kratos goes to Elysium and he finds his daughter who's passed, and she comes up to him and hugs him, and he's like really happy and there to be with her. But he has like this quest or whatever, this mission that he's on. So he has to be able to let go of her and push her away. And they use the
Oh,
same mechanic there with the button mashing to show this is a really difficult thing for Kratos to be able to do. And in the cutscene, he just like very lightly like shoving her off and pushing her away instead of in like the battle cutscenes where he's like using a great amount of physical strength, where here it's an emotional strength to be able to let go and to finish his mission or whatever. And
oh,
that's one way in which a situation like that, interactivity can be used to greatly
yeah,
benefit a story.
yeah, yeah, I, that's actually really interesting because to be honest, I've heard of that scene, but I haven't heard it explained like that. I legitimately, the only way I've heard that explained is that there's a quick time event to abandon your family in that game. And I was like, that is amazing.
What? Wait.
Yeah, that's how it was the scene was explained to me. Not that like, oh yeah, this is whole feat of strength thing. You know, you're like you're keeping your priorities and you're finishing your quest. You can't talk to your daughter or whatever. No, they explain
Yeah.
it to me like, no, you're like a deadbeat loser dad who's abandoning his family, and there's you have to press X really fast, or else you can't do it. You're gonna be caught
Uh,
reaching for the car keys when you're drinking. So
That's insane.
yeah,
um,
yeah. Uh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Um, yeah, yeah, man. Um, can I talk about uh okay. So sorry, I was trying to remember where I was gonna I knew I had something I wanted to talk about. I couldn't remember where I was going to. Um, so the marble with a B, not a V, Marble League, you know,
yeah.
Oh
it's been
yeah.
happening. I have not had a chance to watch much of it. I've watched a little bit of it. Um, what is Balls of Chaos doing?
I don't know.
They're
They're
they're not
here.
they're not doing too well.
What are they like? What are
They're
they
here, I
doing?
guess, is the
They
best way to put it.
exist. Well, the thing is that I guess they are the Balls of Chaos because I think one time they like popped off really hard and then immediately went back to just straight losing.
uh, I think one of the most interesting things for this particular Marble League has been the absence of Crazy Cat's Eyes. Like
That's
that
That
true.
was
yeah,
That's
completely
true.
yeah,
out of
That's
that
left
true.
was
field.
like yeah, they were when they didn't make qualifiers, I was extremely shocked by that cuz I feel like even though they often like I don't think they've won a Marble League. I
No,
could be wrong on
no,
that.
I don't believe they have.
But like I feel like they've been pretty consistently at least been in most, if not all of the Marble Leagues
They
before
Yeah,
they
I
this.
don't
were
feel
in
like they
all
missed
of
one.
them until this one.
Yeah, yeah. So, um, and also I'm gonna say is that during the shit, was it the rodeo one? Is that what it's
I
called?
remember Rodeo. Yeah.
Yeah, all I
Oh,
want to may bring up is that when the pinkies were going, that bull was very much sedated. That was not a normal bull movement.
Bro, you have it out for the pinkies,
I'm not,
bro.
listen, I'm not gonna say what happened. I'm just gonna say those were not normal bull movements. I'm not gonna confirm or deny anything else. You can come with your own conclusions to why that happened, but those weren't more normal movements.
I think that makes sense, yeah.
Anyway, um, yeah,
I
it's been
don't
interesting though.
I don't remember what year it was. I think it might have been like Marble League 2022 or 2023. Maybe even 2021. I don't remember. But that was the year like you really got into Marble League. Like that was when I introduced it to you, Teagues. And you would just sit there and we would like watch it together on like a Minecraft server because we
Oh,
had the
yeah, that would have been like 2023.
yeah. And I don't remember if it was that one or if it was a previous one, but I remember you like the pinkies were like consistently getting golds in events, like or at least placing top three, and you like sent me an angry rant about how you were like the pinkies are juicing, bro. Like
Well,
they're not legit.
I know they were that year.
Hang on, let me find it.
No, we don't need to. Um,
Well, no, I just want to see what year it was.
no, that would have been like
Um,
2023. Um,
It was very end of 2022, actually.
so it's
okay.
2023.
Yeah.
Um,
One really interesting, well, I guess not interesting. One thing I've enjoyed about this Marble League is that a lot of my favorite teams have been doing pretty consistently well.
mm,
Oceanics, Midnight Wisps, Team
oh
Galactic,
yeah,
they've all been towards the upper areas. That's been good to
yeah.
see.
My boys haven't.
Who are your boys?
You had
True.
your time in
My
the
boys are Team
spotlight.
Momo. I'm Team Momo
Oh
for life,
yeah.
bro.
You had your time in the spotlight last year, didn't you?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because they all. Oh wait, I was about to say I was gonna do a spoiler for something else, but I don't. Josh, I don't think you've watched the any of them from last year.
I
Why
I watched them
are
in the
you ever going? You
background.
don't need to watch them. You
I
don't need
watched
to catch up.
2024 in the background while I was doing other stuff, but I didn't really intake much of what happened.
That's fair. But yeah, they won the 2024 Marble League, and then and then he did like an all-star, like, oh, these are all the winners, and let's see how they all do together. And it was like one all take all, and like the Team Momo, like I think it was like a sweep, if I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
But I'm just going off of your point where you were like, "Oh yeah, you had your time in this guy, the sunshine," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's fair." I am. What another one I'm really sad about is the other one that I had. I was hoping was going to do well were the Blackjacks,
Oh
Oh
yeah.
which
yeah. They had a
which
strong
Yeah.
they were strong coming in, but they've been
yeah.
like
I find it really interesting that like this year I feel like Team Galactic has actually been doing pretty well. It's just that their new management is like very like this is the first year that they've had this new coaching, right?
Oh
So
right.
like they're on like you can tell they're doing well, but they're a little bit green, so they're not doing as well as they could be, you know?
right, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just interesting. Um, but yeah. Um, Also, unrelated, I had this random thought the other day. Um, that I just thought was really funny is that so the YouTuber Dream is 1 year older than Chew.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
But no, I'm just saying, given the way he acts, I just think that's wild. Just like
Do you think that I would like he would be older than me, or do you think he would be younger than me?
I thought he would be younger because like just he has so much drama about like literally the most nothing things on the planet.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
literally
that's
just
fair.
pointless shit. It's just, oh my god. But I don't know, because like we've made this like mythology about Chu being like ancient, because he's
Yeah.
like barely in his mid-20s. Um, so yeah, I don't
Dude,
know. I just find it funny.
I was thinking about it. Like, I think I might have brought it up on the podcast before, but like, I'm like 1 year. I'm like either just barely the same age or 1 year younger than Jay Schlatt, and
I
I
thought
can't process.
I think you're a little bit younger, because I thought he was born 99.
I think so. I think
I
so.
think it was September
Like,
10th, 1999.
do you know that for sure?
Um, unless he lied.
Then yeah, he is about 1 year older than me.
Yeah. But to be fair, like, I feel like getting that big that young is would suck.
Yeah, that's fair.
I feel like that'd be really
My
miserable.
But I feel like if you get big younger, like it's I wouldn't say you're set for life. It's just you have a good like start in terms of like
Yeah, financially for sure.
monetary, yeah, financial security and monetary
Yeah,
security.
but also it changes. It's very different, because also, well, you're setting yourself up, and sometimes they make so much money that it's like, yeah, you're basically good if you just aren't stupid about your money, if you actually save your money decently.
Yeah.
Um, then yes, but also it's not always the most secure income to have, because
Oh
people
yeah,
do
that's
fall
true.
off, and it's not always their fault, or sometimes because they are young they will, and it's because they did something dumb, and it's like, yeah, when you're young you just naturally will do stupid things. um so yeah,
I,
I don't
I
know.
remember what's his side channel where he like just genuinely talks about stuff while playing like Call of Duty. I don't remember what it's
Oh, the
called.
weekly slap.
Yes, yes. Where I remember for one of them, he was like giving like genuinely like good advice about like being like financially stable and like
Yeah, he was talking about like investing and stuff, and yeah, it was pretty basic advice, but it was yeah, it was decent. It
I
was
feel
pretty
like
reasonable.
I feel like at least having that knowledge, I feel like he's doing a lot. He is a lot smarter
Yeah,
than
no, he's
Dream, at
fucking
least in
rich.
that.
He's a
Yeah,
multimillionaire. But
yeah. Well,
but
no, I'm just saying he's like you're saying, like he's at least
yes.
smarter than Dream because I feel like every time I see stuff about like Dream, it's always like stupid stuff. But even that, like even before all the controversy and stuff, I remember like when he was really big and associated with like Mr. Beast, and he was doing a
Hmm.
lot of I would say just like stupid impulse buys things. Like Mr. Beast would be like, "Oh, and here's a car for you, Dream." And it
I
was
don't
like,
know. I have no idea about any of that. I don't know. Did that happen?
I don't. I thought it did. I might have like
I
manifested that in
honestly
my
don't
brain.
know. I have no idea. I don't know the lore
But
that
yeah,
well.
I remember. I remember. The point is, I feel like between like financial stability and monetary awareness, Schlatt is very much smarter than Dream in that
Yeah,
regard.
and even more so in a public perception thing, because
Mm.
Shalat, I mean, he says wild stuff that makes people mad, but to be fair, he's always made clear that like he's playing a character. Like,
Yes,
it's
yes.
everything is a bit. So, I mean, it's like that's the joke, is that he's being absolutely wild. With Dream, it was the fact that he was acting way too genuine for
Mm.
anyone to act on the internet. You should, like, okay, I guess it's not even, I guess okay, genuine might not be the word. It was just that he was being way too open about shit and making it too much about him as a person, as an individual, that like made people so attached to him in this like really weird way, you know?
Yeah, I definitely
Um,
think like he was feeding into the parasocial nature
yeah,
of
are you
like
fucking kidding me?
uh,
This is why I said it was so it's so wild thinking that you're the same age as him because like a year ago he was like doing weird Instagram shit where he was like growling into the mic and like moaning and shit.
I could not do that, bro.
Yeah, I was like, can you imagine like how much we would laugh at Chew if he did shit like that?
Dude, I'm gonna be honest, I have way too much social anxiety to do stupid shit like
Can
that.
you can you but the thing is he wasn't even doing that as like a joke. He was like 100% serious. He thought
I
he was
know,
like
that's what I'm
actually the coolest.
saying.
And I was like, can you imagine the things we would do to Chew if he started acting like
Like
that?
I do a lot of stupid shit like ironically to you. Like
Yeah. Well,
we
we
do
always
like
act weird.
yeah, the stupid like wolf bit like
Yeah,
with each other.
yeah.
But like we know we're doing a bit.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Where
well that's our
whereas
point.
if I genuinely came into your DMs one day, Teeks, and I'm like, I sit in the corner with my werewolf stance.
Yeah. If you just like actually started fucking posting to like Twitter like just random shit like that. About like, oh, I'm an alpha, I'm a sigma. Oh, I'm perched on top of the hill under the moonlight and I'm gonna howl. Like yeah, I would be like, what are you doing? I would actually I would assume you were doing a bit, but at some point yeah, I would be like, wait, no, you're dead ass. I don't know. I don't know what I
Yeah.
would do, but like,
It's
yeah,
always so funny to me when people like talk about like the alpha stuff when it's like it was a study that the guy who made it up was like, no guys, this isn't true, like
yeah,
this
no.
is
It
it's
was
so funny to me.
it was an incredibly vague study specifically about a group of wolves in captivity, and specifically that captivity is that
Yeah.
he vaguely had the idea that there was a social hierarchy and made up some shit about it. Um,
And then literally he came out and was like literally the guy who published it was like, "Hey, or who even wrote about it rather it was like, hey guys, this is like I made this shit up, like please don't take it seriously, like this
yeah,
isn't true. But
yeah,
people like, and he spent like his entire life being like, this isn't true, and people were like, no, it's true, and we're gonna base like certain of our social aspects on it.
yeah, yeah. But I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I would not do that on
Yeah,
Twitter.
yeah. I don't know, man. Being an
Actually,
alpha male doesn't.
I wouldn't do that on like Blue Sky. I haven't logged on to Twitter in like so long, bro. I
Yeah,
can't
don't
even
don't
remember.
log on to Twitter. It's fucking
Yeah.
useless. But yeah,
Yeah. I think I logged on to the last time I logged onto Twitter was to ask Josh about the time he got hacked. Like, hey, did
Yeah.
you get hacked?
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I don't even really use Blue Sky anymore, just because I don't really like the format of social media. I feel like
Yeah.
it doesn't do as much. I kind of would rather just like some kind of blog shit, or I can specifically look at one like I don't know. I wish it just wasn't like such a focused like feed of information from like all random shit with like oh
Yeah,
infinite
that makes
scrolling and shit.
sense.
I just if I'm gonna use it, it's because I wanna look at what one like updates on like one person is saying or something like an artist that I like or something, you know.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, yeah, yeah. But I don't know if I feel like does the existence of an alpha male imply the existence of like an inf dev male?
I don't know. I don't know enough about like what people think.
I'm talking about Minecraft too. Talk about an
Oh,
r slash woof. Am I right?
oh. Hey, I didn't even get the
This
bit.
guy
I'm
this
gonna
guy
be
didn't play
honest.
Minecraft. Holy shit!
Yeah, I don't play Minecraft.
I could like no like there was such a lack of response to that joke. Like I could like hear myself blinking.
Uh,
I just didn't understand what you meant.
InfDev. True.
Speaking of Minecraft.
Mhm.
Speaking of Minecraft. I don't know if you would care about this, Teagues, but they added the copper golem.
Yeah, yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah, well, I'm bringing it up now, so
Yeah. Um. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. Is it fully in the game or is it still just in
I
snapshots?
think it's fully in
Um,
the game.
it's in snapshots right
Okay.
now.
Because
I'm pretty
last I
sure.
heard, it sounded like there were a couple more things that they could possibly improve about its pathfinding. Because a few weeks ago, I
Yeah,
remember watching some kind of video where it was like they tried to do some larger storage setup with them, and it just wasn't really working the way that they wanted. So,
yeah.
um,
Hmm.
There's them, copper chests, copper like
I don't get copper armor, bro. Like I
I
don't.
don't either.
I don't
It
quite
doesn't
get the point of
really.
copper, like armor and tools in general, just because I feel like there's no point in having an in between, like to the different materials, because I just feel like you're gonna run out of you're gonna move past it so fast.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
That's why I
yeah,
saw a lot of suggestions that were like, oh, maybe you can make it where it could get powered by electricity and like you can
the thing
like
is that
swing.
that's not gonna do anything really by end game. So, because like it doesn't
Yeah.
make much of a difference to the grand scale of Minecraft. It's going to make some difference to some players who are at the pretty much the early game. So,
I remember I saw like a video like when copper first came out or was announced rather, and like it was like what can copper do? And it was like this in-depth analysis of like how it could like differ and break up like um the advancement system of like oh going from this like going from iron armor to diamond armor to netherite armor, and it was like you can set up like a power grid using copper blocks and then create power armor out of copper, and using that power grid you
that
can
does
do
not
like
sound like a
special.
good idea for vanilla Minecraft. That would not fit
No, it
at
does not.
all.
The whole point was it was meant to break up like the progression of it and offer like a different like route in terms of progression and
That would
advancement.
be a cool mod, I gotta admit, but that would
Yeah, that's true.
never be added to vanilla Minecraft. Oh
Um,
my god.
other than that, I know they've been adding like in what's the word I'm looking for? Whatever, like the iron. They've added a copper like bar, like a variant of the iron bar. There's copper torches that are green, and the same
Again, I
thing
don't
for
understand.
lanterns. So now
Actually,
there's like green
the
lanterns.
blocks I'm fine with because they add more to like a color palette and building
Yeah.
options. But like all the like I don't understand the copper armor, bro. It's like it's so dumb.
I don't really
Yeah.
get copper armor. I don't really get copper chests. It's there anything that's like a variant of something that's already existent. If it doesn't serve a uniquely new purpose, it kind of just doesn't feel justified.
Absolutely. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Does wait,
what would you add to
do
Minecraft?
do copper chests sorry, do copper chests actually do anything? Like do they have more storage or
I
do they just
They
for the copper
are
golem?
they're used specifically for the copper golem functionality. Other than
That's so
that,
dumb.
I don't really think they do much other than look different. What I would add to Minecraft, um, I would probably people have said combat reworks forever. So that's like technically a thing. I would want to look more into, I guess, the magic side of Minecraft. Not like specifically like adding spells or new
Yeah, right.
enchantments or anything. But I feel like I feel like in total the enchantment system and especially like the potion system have like they wouldn't need to be massively altered or like reworked. just like some changes or additions or new stuff to that sort of degree of the game, I guess. Because for a while, Minecraft got really into like not realism, but they would try to match like real world things and biomes and animals a lot. And I feel like it would be cool to have a bit more, magic in the world. Just have as
Yeah.
another thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I
Not
agree
to
with
the
that.
not to the degree of like mods like iron spells and spell books, but more vacationing into that territory of the game and its development cycle.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense for me. Um,
Yeah, I was. I remember. I think one of my favorite things about Minecraft in terms of like mobs and things is pushing like the supernatural and like magical. Like Creeper is one of the most like iconic things from the game. Was literally based off of a bug that, and the Notch thought it would be funny. Like, what if there was a mob that looked like this?
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so I don't know. I kind of yeah, it's hard to say. I don't know. I've been the last time I was like well interested in Minecraft stuff, which was like for like maybe 2 hours a month ago. Um, I found this like really interesting mod that's like actually kind of hard to get a hold of right now. I don't know why. But
Mhm.
there's this. It was technically like a series of mods, but they were mods for really old versions of the game. Specifically, one of them was for it wasn't even inf-dev, it was in-dev. It was
Oh
so you
wow.
had the limited world size, but it was really interesting because you would it was primarily focused on like you would have these small worlds and then you would also just you would have your character, right? And your
Right.
character wasn't bound to the world, the save file. Your character could move across worlds like Terraria. Um yeah, I know it was interesting. I played it for a little bit, but
That
to be
sounds
honest,
cool.
it was kind of hard because I forgot how to play old Minecraft like that. Um but yeah, I know it was interesting, and also because like you could make like a bunch of different worlds with like a lot of like the older. There were some like new settings, but it was kind of like inspired by the older settings where you'd have like
Yeah.
the hell world
Ooh.
or like the winter world or whatever. Um
Right.
yeah, and so you could just like make a world like if you didn't want to fuck up your like overworld, you could just make one that was like a huge cave system where you do all your mining in. It's like
Ooh.
That's
it was kind of
cool.
neat. It was kind of neat, and they had a lot of other stuff like little like
Mhm.
magical like kind of trinket artifact things. It didn't really have a magic system. It was more just various different
Mm.
things. I think it was more inspired by like Terraria. I guess it wasn't really
Okay.
anything like Terraria. I guess it just had stuff that was like inspired. So yeah,
That makes
I
sense.
don't know.
This reminds me not a while ago, but like a little bit ago at some point. I forget if it was you or Chu, but someone brought up doing Twilight Forest
Oh
together.
yeah,
Oh, dude, we gotta
Twilight
do that.
Forest is awesome.
I think it would be cool to just play more Minecraft stuff together.
Yeah, 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 for sure. When there's time.
When there's time.
For the last few weeks, I feel like this has been 99% of when we hang out is when we hop on Earthbound. But that's how it is. That's how it is in this bitch ass world. Yeah. So um, fuck. What was I gonna say? True. What was I gonna say?
You were gonna talk about Paper Mario.
Paper Mario is a really good game. Um, I think it's a good game. What can I say? It's a fun game. It's it's good.
Oh,
It's
I'll
cool.
ask Josh the question that I asked you, Cheeks.
What do you ask me?
Okay.
Uh, do you prefer the style of the original Paper Mario,
Oh
or do
my
you
God.
prefer like the style of modern Paper Mario?
It really I think I prefer the style of the older one. The modern ones, okay, so it depends because in terms of modern, I've played Color Splash and I've played Origami King. I did not play Sticker Star, but from what I understand, Color Splash is pretty similar to Sticker Star. I could see a lot of areas in Color Splash where they were working their way towards what Origami King would become. And King is fun. I think its world and its environments are pretty interesting. I don't like the characters as much. Like Origami King still has good characters, but not on the same level of what you would have seen in the older games. And I definitely don't prefer the combat system. Like the ring thing is cute, it's fun, it's whatever, but it doesn't really feel. None of the combat beyond none of the combat beyond Thousand Year Door has really seemed like combat. A lot of it really is just puzzles. I Super Paper Mario
Yeah.
is kind of in its own category.
Yeah.
But for like the more modern ones, I don't dislike them. Like I've heard a lot of people who really dislike them. I don't dislike them. I actually quite enjoy modern Paper Mario. But I definitely think the old ones are better in pretty much in most ways, just as games and as like feats of design and whatnot. I think they're better.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. I I know Sticker Star is the one that like everyone hates, and I
Yeah.
understand why people don't like it because it is. I don't want to use the word objectively because I don't think that's just a stupid fucking word to say. It's just most people would say that has pretty bad game design, just
Hmm.
from people who actually know what they're talking about when it comes to game design. Who that's not me. But I will say that doesn't matter because I thought it was fun as a kid.
Yeah.
Because like game design doesn't matter that much when you're literally a child who doesn't like know what you're
Yeah.
doing.
There were
As
there were
long
a
as you have
lot
fun, it
of
doesn't matter.
there were a lot
Yeah.
of games where I'm like, oh, this is so much fun, and then I look back at it as an adult, and I'm like, man, I did not have high standards.
Yeah, because the thing is with Sticker Star is that combat just like it was literally better to avoid combat almost constantly because you didn't really get anything from it. You'd pretty much just
Right.
lose attacks. You'd lose your stickers, and then it's like, oh, well, that actually set me back. So
Mm.
it was more of an obstacle than it was just a pure obstacle. It was literally just getting in your way, and you wouldn't. I don't think there was any kind of XP that you would get from it. So like, I think you maybe got coins or something, but nothing particularly useful. So yeah, it was bad game design, but again, I don't know. For some, I just had fun with it as a kid because I was a stupid kid. I didn't know what I was doing. So it's like, is what it is. Is what it
Yeah.
is. I have
As
fairly
long as the
fond
game is
memories of it.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably hate it if I played it now because I don't think I'd have any energy for that shit. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, fuck, dude. I was gonna say something about Minecraft a while back, but I just haven't been able
See.
to remember. So
Well, before we talked about Twilight Forest, you were talking about that mod
yeah,
for
that mod and
InDev.
shit. But, yeah, I don't even know if it was connected to that mod. I don't know. I was gonna say something about Minecraft. I don't remember, dude.
Do you like Minecraft?
It's weird for me. It's mixed. It's hard to say. I allegedly like Minecraft. I like Minecraft. No, I enjoy Minecraft generally, I would say. Um, I don't necessarily just like plain survival Minecraft. I know it has gotten a little bit tiresome for me. Um, but I like what it provides, and I don't know. Oh no, I was gonna ask you guys. Have you heard of that one? There's this one mod that was pretty popular for like a little bit called the Broken Script. It's just like a horror mod.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I
Not
usually
familiar. I'll look
I
it up.
haven't played it, and to be honest, there's a lot of things I feel mixed on about it, but it seemed pretty interesting because it does things differently from most horror mods. At least it does. It feels a lot more expansive in comparison to most of those types of
Yeah.
mods. Because most horror mods are just fucking stupid ass whatever it's called, the evil cave
Just like
dweller mod that like
Yeah,
kills
where it's
you.
just loud noises and like scary looking person,
Yeah, it's the
and then
mob.
it's like,
It's
oh
they would have the most lazy mobs too, because it would just be like, oh, sometimes it's gonna hunt you down, and if it kills you, it's gonna play a really loud sound effect. But also, the guy
yeah.
probably didn't code it properly, so if you put a boat under it, it's gonna get stuck in the boat and sit down and look at you, which I legitimately have seen in some clips. So,
I
but
was
the
gonna
broken script
say
seems cool.
it has some of that, like what you're describing, to that capacity where it's like there is like some elements of like, oh, there's this thing, and if it kills you, it plays on very loud noise. But like
Yeah,
even then, there's like so much more to it besides that, where I can at
yeah,
least
yeah,
excuse it.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I kind of like that it feels a little bit more sandboxing, that there's a lot of like secrets to find with it. 'Cause
Yeah,
I don't know, I like it when I like horror games where like a lot of the scary shit you have to go and find yourself, you know? Like it doesn't force it to you, you know? 'Cause like
Right.
one of my favorite indie games of the last few years, like I don't know, like almost 2 years ago now, I was playing this game Voices of the Void like a lot. It's an interesting game. And that's a whole other subject. But that's a game where like a lot of the horror doesn't really get, or it gets revealed to you after like a few hours. But a lot of the content in the game that's like creepy shit, you kind of have to look for yourself. And I like that. No, I feel like that is more immersive from from like what they're trying to convey, you know, of like it's not necessarily going to come for you, you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah, but I don't know.
Jeez, you didn't. By the way, you didn't answer before. What is your most ideal Minecraft mod in your eyes, or
That
edition
wasn't the
rather?
question.
Well, from way before, way before.
Like what, fucking a month ago when we asked this question?
from from a long time ago when I was playing Peak mid call.
I'm pretty sure I did answer it, but I don't remember what my answer would be. Um,
Okay, well, what would your current answer be?
I don't know, maybe something that changes world gen. So I think I kind of wish villages were a little bit different. And this is not from a vanilla perspective. This is for sure from my perspective. But I would want villages to be more like I would want them to be larger and more expansive. I would want them to be inspired by like the Daggerfall world gen system. Um,
Hmm.
which I'm not gonna fucking explain what the Daggerfall world gen system is. If you don't know what that is, which you don't, fuck you. Um, so yeah, uh, I would want it to be like that because I played Daggerfall once and I thought the world gen was pretty cool for a game from like 1998 or whenever it came out. So yeah, I don't know. Just I would want it to generate cities and shit, and potentially some quests and whatever.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know, because the thing is, that's not. I guess that's the point of the mod, because I was gonna be like, well, that's not really a Minecraft thing. That sounds like something that would fit better in a different game. But to be fair, that's what kind of what mods are best known
Yeah.
for. Is you don't necessarily play by the Minecraft game design philosophy. You do your own thing, and make the game how you want to play it. Which I don't know. Right now, I find it kind of hard to do that because there's not a lot of great. There's certain like world generation mods that do larger villages and cities and stuff, but it never does quite what I want. It always just feels like they're spawning these structures in the world and not really making it any deeper, which like is fine. You don't have to, but I guess for the thing that I would want it to be more of like an open world kind of RPG type thing.
Okay. I
So yeah.
gotcha.
Uh, Um, yeah. I mean, there was like I don't remember what it was called. It was some medieval mod. It was like a medieval engineering mod. I don't even remember. It may have even been called medieval engineering or something. I don't remember. But it added like a bunch of fucking medieval factions and shit. You got these different armies, and most of them are gonna try to kill you. But they also spawn like these actually pretty realistic villages and stuff. Um, yeah, but I don't know.
Nice.
I don't know, man. I'm not the Minecraft expert. At all. I don't know. I do some. I still sometimes have the itch to play Minecraft just because I want to like just play Minecraft as in a group. I don't enjoy
Yeah,
single player that much. I enjoy
I agree.
like building stuff, but when I'm doing that in single player, I literally feel like I'm the biggest loser just wasting my time doing this shit. Like literally no one's gonna see this. Why am I doing this? I can go do anything else. I can go make something that matters. Um, but yeah, unfortunately, I can't. I can't do that right now because I don't have time. So yeah,
Why
Yeah.
not?
yeah. Why not, Chu? Why not? Why
Why
not?
not? Why not?
Yeah. Hey,
You
why am
can
I
you can play
working my? Why am
Minecraft.
I busting my ass constantly? Why am I getting back shots? I don't know.
What?
That's a great. What?
You without me?
So anyway, yeah, I don't know. I don't have time to play Minecraft. We talked about this last week. It doesn't feel like a week ago. It feels like it was like an hour ago that we last talked about this. But that's also why I haven't played Deltarune. I want to play Deltarune. I haven't because I don't have time. Because I have, dude, I'm gonna be busy for literally the rest of my life. I've been looking at the logistics. I've been plotting it out on a whiteboard, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I know every day for the rest of my life I'm going to have stuff to do, and it's just never it never gets better. It's never gonna get better. So yeah,
Yeah.
yep,
Hmm.
that's just what happens. That's what happens when
Yep.
you try to do the things that you want to do. So yeah. Except
Yep.
no, in December I'm gonna take a week off so I can play Witchbrook, and then after that I'm gonna have no time for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what about 15 years, 2 weeks, and 3 days from now?
Um, Wait, why? What's that? What is that?
I'm just asking.
Is that like am I stupid? I'm not gonna check what date that is. Is that like a specific day? Is that like 9/11 part 2? You've
Hang
already
on.
got it
I don't think
locked in.
so.
Um,
He has to check.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh
hang
wait, you
on.
didn't even know. Okay, so I don't know. I'll
Yeah, no,
probably
I
be
was just
busy
making a bit.
unless
One,
I
two,
don't,
three.
unless I just quit
Oh,
doing
wait.
things altogether.
Wait, what did I say?
I don't even remember.
I
So
don't
I
know.
said 15 years, 3 weeks, or 3 weeks, how many days?
Like
Like
2 days?
2.
Okay, so I'm looking at the calendar. 2 days from now, 3 weeks, 2 days from now is September 10th.
Oh yeah, you were really close. Are you flying something?
That's why I was like, did I say 2 weeks? Did I say how many days did I say? How many
Wait,
days did I
do you have a plan? Do
say?
I need to be free that day? Is there a reason?
Look, you might be getting a phone call on that day.
Okay, okay. Um, Unfortunately for you two, I don't answer most of my phone calls because most of them are scams. So,
Same.
Oh,
um,
what if I give you my phone number and you see on caller ID that it's me?
I wouldn't accept your phone number.
You just see caller ID chew.
Do you guys think we're still gonna be friends 15 years from now?
Maybe.
I hope so.
Yeah, me too.
Who was I friends with 15 years? Yeah, no, I don't have any of my friends from 15 years ago.
I'd be shocked if you did.
That's not that uncommon.
It's uncommon for me.
Oh, right, because
Some
every
people
copy
have
is
friends.
personalized. I forgot about that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Some people have friends their whole life.
Yeah, that sounds different. I mean, it sounds like for some reason my brain register is like you like have a friend like who stays with you your whole life. I thought you meant like no, some people just stop having friends after they hit like 30, which is true. A lot of people do that. A lot of people don't
Yeah,
have friends when they're an
that's fair.
adult. Well, because having friends takes time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friends
Luckily we're friends because we have an excuse to do this. So
yeah, that's true.
our when our working time is also friend time. So it's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, is wild. This is like that's like I don't know. This like sometimes it's better when we're like less busy because it comes in waves. It's usually like there'll be a couple weeks where at least I know I'm really busy, and then there'll be times where like we're all pretty much chilling. Um,
Yeah.
so like I don't know, it's weird because most of the time when it's like the fucking times where like none of us are busy and we're actually just chilling. That's why, like, on those days, I'll just not clip anything ever. It's like funny shit will happen. I just don't want to clip it because I'm like, dude, I want to like actually have like a life that's not like being recorded. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I feel that. I feel like a lot of people are going into that are either content creators or like trying to get into content creation
Yeah,
where they
because like
while
I'm
they
not
are
even
do yeah. Go
I'm not
ahead.
even really going in it from like a content creation perspective. At least I like I'm not doing it because like oh I wanted to make funny videos for all my fans. I don't know. I think it's just like I like doing. I will often clip stuff because I like saving funny shit like that and maybe making a video that we can all watch. But that is still technically content, and I don't always want to focus on that.
Yeah.
So yeah. Actually, technically, I will be busy and also not busy, um, in a few days because I'm going on my trip, which
Woo.
in a few days, which is because today is Wednesday and not any other day.
Yeah. Right.
Um, yeah, yeah, but I don't know, man.
Yeah.
What was I talking about? My brain is like not making sense today.
You're going on a trip soon, so you'll be busy
I
and
am.
not busy at the same time.
That is exactly what I said. I don't know what I was leading that into. Is the thing because I don't really know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I know what you. It's because you're going on a trip soon, and you're going to be busy, but also not busy.
Oh, thanks. I didn't think about it like that. Yeah, I forgot, because every copy is personalized. Why are you
Yeah.
laughing like that? Um,
I'm a
yeah.
mischievous little guy.
Oh, true.
Well, I guess little I could confirm. Um, Josh, are there like good video games lately?
Um, Honestly, it's kind of hard for me to really say.
You've been playing
Even
Peak
though
every day.
I have been playing a lot of Peak. That plays more into one of the reasons why I said I enjoyed Mario 64 earlier, which is I tend to be a pretty good completionist. I get a lot of satisfaction out of just getting as much stuff as I can in a particular game, like if there's achievements or whatnot. It's something I'm actually trying to focus on less because if you try to do everything in a game, then you have less time to do other games.
Yes,
Um, which I was about to stop doing with Peak, and then they dropped an update, and I was like,
they
well, I
did.
can check out the new stuff. And I'm actually pretty close to being 100% on everything with Peak now.
Oh man.
Um, Typically it was when I'm achievement hunting, I usually play on my own, but I prefer Peak really as a game with friends, but at this point really the only person I ever play with anymore is Saren, and that's that's more up to random chance than anything else. Peak is Peak's an all right game, but not like I don't know. Over the past like couple months, I haven't played much Nintendo. I haven't played much of anything really. I've been waiting on Daisy to get back into Stardew Valley because
Oh my
I
god.
started playing with her, and then I want to experience the beginning of the game and the understanding phase of the game with her, but we haven't played. We've played maybe 2 or 3 times total over the last 3 months, even though I was hyper fixated on it for a month, but stuff just kept happening and she kept not being able to. So I still do kind of want to play Stardew. I still want to play Minecraft. That's been on the back of my mind for forever. Other than that, I don't know. I don't know too much about the game, just what games are like right now, especially because I don't have a Switch 2. I know a lot of people really, really like the new Donkey Kong, but
Yeah, dude.
I don't
I
know.
real ones know that I'm a big Stardew Valley head. So like, dude,
Yeah.
Chew, you have it, but you haven't played it much.
Mm.
What?
Chew.
Sorry. Sorry.
Stardew
I
Valley.
zoned out. Yeah.
You
Oh
you
yeah.
you have Stardew Valley, you haven't played it much.
I haven't. I remember I was playing it with you and a friend, and I
Yeah.
just wasn't like I was
That was
just
like a
bored
couple
out of
years
my
ago.
mind.
Dude,
Yeah.
dude, that's 4 people though. We can get 4 people.
I would love
Dude.
to play
We
Stardew
we
with
need
you
to we need to
guys.
get that, dude. I'm a big Valley fan. We gotta do that. We gotta do that. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Chew, what you couldn't get into it?
I remember the last time I think literally the last time I played it was with you guys, and I think this problem I have with Stardew Valley is the same problem I have with how you were saying with like solo Minecraft, where it's just like I have to invest a lot of time and effort into it, and I would much rather put that towards other things. And even then, like I feel I just don't really vibe with it, I guess.
You have spent
It
how many hundreds of hours playing Roblox Tycoons?
Yeah, well, I would much rather do that than Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley will give you like aesthetics and story and narrative and art and experiences.
Oh yeah,
But
well, how many droppers does it have?
I mean, if you
Well,
think of each
how many
farm, if you
how
think of
many
each farm
operators?
tile as a dropper,
that's
then
true. That's true. There's a
you
lot
can
of
have a lot of
droppers.
them.
How many
It is.
conveyor belts are there? How many conveyor belts are there?
It's a tycoon,
There might be.
it's just a very non-traditional tycoon. It's a tycoon. You literally are making money to make more money.
I probably talked about it on the pod before, but like I remember we were playing Minecraft one day, and I think you were just in like a really bad mood, anyways, and we were just messing around, and then you were like started crashing out, being like Minecraft, this it's just a Roblox tycoon. It's just a Roblox tycoon. I'm
Well,
just
because
getting resource to get more resources.
okay, to be fair, that's Akai was the person who gave me that entire idea because I realized that almost any video game you can boil down to doing something to do more of something. And I was like, wait, so everything is a tycoon, so video games are just
I'm
pointless.
just
And I was
getting
like,
farther in the story to get more story.
yeah. It was
Yeah.
like, wait, Akai, why do you play balloons? You survive rounds so you can survive more rounds and pop more balloons. It's like, where's the end? It's an
Do you think
endless
Akai's
grind.
gonna be listening to this, bro?
Probably not, but what else does Akai play? He plays Rocket League, and that's the most
Oh,
nothing
yeah,
game of
Rocket
all
League.
time.
You
It's like,
score
oh,
goals
great.
just to score more goals.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, you play the same car soccer match fucking thousands of times in a row. It's like, how exciting is that? Probably not that exciting. Well, I guess maybe for him, but he doesn't have a lot going on mentally. So I guess that makes sense. I don't know, dude. It's just I don't see the point. I do, dude. Are you guys gonna play Witchbrook when it comes out?
If I have time, I I might, purely because it doesn't really seem like the type of game I would typically be interested in, but it's something that you seem to be really interested in.
I
And I honestly thought the
is
same
oh
thing
my
about
god.
I thought the same thing about Stardew, because I got
Oh
Stardew
yeah.
Valley on Switch years ago, and I tried playing it on my own, and I'm like, this doesn't really seem like my kind of thing. And then I started playing it with Daisy, and I'm like, I basically remember nothing about this game. And it helps to have someone there who can like it's it wasn't like getting fully like into everything about the game, but it
Yeah.
also wasn't like it's not as much of a slow burn as like I'm sure the regular tutorial is,
Mm-hmm.
but it also I don't know, it felt really different getting to do it with someone else and someone who
Yeah.
had not like a ton more knowledge, but a bit more knowledge than me and could like help me get a bit more settled into it, I guess.
Yeah.
Um and it's Stardew was like that for me, and I forget what other game we were talking about.
What
um
Witchbrook?
Witchbrook, yes. It doesn't seem like it would be my kind of thing, but I thought that about Stardew, and now I'm really into Stardew, even though have only played like 3.5 hours of it. But I would love to play more, and I think Witchbrook would probably be a similar experience if I were to play it with you and with
Yeah.
others. I think I would enjoy it a lot through that lens. So I'll probably end up picking it up when it comes out.
Yeah. I've been following it for like probably like 5 years almost. So I'm really excited for it to come out, man. Uh,
Yeah.
just damn, dude. It's just Sam. Sam.
I think it would be cool to have a
Sam.
multiplayer Stardew thing with you guys, though. I think that would be a lot of fun.
That would be that would be us. Sorry, I'm losing my mind. I get sometimes I've been losing my mind lately because like I've just been working in complete silence so much that I start acting really weird. I start doing Zam. I start doing like a full like 100% power Zam. Like I do the exact like face as well. It's actually terrible. Um, I don't know if it's keeping me sane or it's just helping me cope with losing my sanity, but I don't know. Um, uh, yeah,
I I have a question,
yeah.
and we can talk about it more after the episode if that's better. But as much as you can without giving stuff away, I guess, what do you have your sights set on after this first bit of the project is done?
Hopefully dying, so I don't have to do this again.
I
My sights are
I
set on
wasn't
I'm gonna sleep for a few days and then I'm gonna have school and I'll probably hop back into working. No, I'll go back to losing my mind. I need like 3 days to recover. I'm gonna go on my trip. That's gonna be a few days of me doing crazy shit, and I'm gonna need a few days to recharge my battery at home, or I can
yeah.
do other things that I'm not stressed about. Um, so yeah, I just need my battery to recharge, and then I'm good. I can work
Yeah.
like 12-hour days straight for the next like 6 months. I'll be good.
Okay.
This is how I work. This is how I work. Is like just like for like a month straight, I will just be like a complete wreck, and I'll just be working like nonstop all day, and then I'll just sleep for like an entire day, and I'll be good to do it again. That's all I need. That's all I need. Um.
Um,
So yeah, and that does remind me that I need to first of all, I need to talk to Chu. You can stay around, Josh. But I need to
okay.
God, what do we need to Chu? What do we need to talk about?
Great. We need to talk about wah,
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 wah.